What's up, hackers? Oh, I wasn't calling you, dog. Y'all can't see her. Oh, you see her? See my puppy? Okay, get down. So, get down. Get down. Get down. Listen, y'all. I just worked a 16-hour day and I am pooped. Not gonna lie. Probably can see it in my eyes. I'm tired. But I said I was gonna shoot one video a day, every day minimum to finish out 2019. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep my commitment to myself. So what I want to talk about, excuse my bootleg eraser. I need to go to the store and get an actual dry erase marker. But what I want to talk about is the perfect check. Perfect check. So this is for my full service restaurant folks, specifically servers who make their money off of check averages. And if you don't know what I mean and you're a server, you're probably in trouble. So what I mean by you make your money off check averages, the average server doesn't make a whole lot of money per hour. So it can vary depending on what state you live in, county, all that kind of good stuff. But here I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Your average server is going to make $2.13 an hour. That being said, you're making all your money off tips. And the higher the check is, essentially the more or the higher the tip is, if someone is tipping appropriately. And that's a whole nother video, how to tip. The perfect check is what managers, you should be coaching your servers, giving them salesmanship tips on how to hit the perfect check as many times as possible during a shift. And servers, that's what you should really be striving for so you can make your money. Okay, at the end of the day, that's why you go to work. You may love what you do. I mean, I certainly love what I do. Otherwise, I couldn't go and bust out 16-hour, 15-hour days. However, if you're not making the money that you want to make, it can become frustrating and you eventually won't want to do it anymore. So here's a tip that can help you, okay? So what is a perfect check? If you've never heard the terminology, I'm going to break it down really quick for you. Perfect check. You want to have one item from each course, potentially. So you want to make sure you have an appetizer, right? You could consider a soup or a salad to be kind of connected to this appetizer piece. It doesn't necessarily have to be a separate course. Kind of depends on the setup of your menu, but it could be separate. You want to make sure you have a beverage, and when I say beverage, it's preferably a bar drink or something that's non-refillable. And why do I say that with the no refills? Because if someone gets, for instance, a sweet tea or Pepsi, Coke, something like that, you're going to probably go back and get at least 1 or 2 refills, and you're not getting paid on the refills. You're only getting paid that $3.25, $3, $2.50, whatever the cost of the drink is one time, versus a bar drink or even a non-alcoholic beverage that's not refillable. If they want another one, they have to pay for the second round and the third round, whatever, right? So each time you go get that drink, you essentially, again, if tipping appropriately, if the guest is tipping appropriately, you're getting paid for each time for each drink, right? So you got an app, soup or salad, beverage, and then you want to, of course, have the entree. After the entree, you want to go for dessert, right? So the trick with dessert is don't wait till the last minute to start talking about dessert. That's a common mistake. People are all done. The server comes to the table. They've already pre-bussed. They have the check in their pocket or in their waiter wallet. And they're like, so, can I interest you in any dessert? No, I'm full. Like I don't, I probably don't want it. Will you sell some desserts that way? Yes. Yes, you will. Some people come in with the mindset that they're going to have dessert and it's already set in their mind. But we're not talking about that person. We're talking about the salesmanship piece. So the salesmanship piece is skill. There's technique involved, right? So the technique is when when the guest is about halfway done, or maybe not even all the way half, let's maybe a quarter of the way done with the entree, then you want to suggest dessert. All right, so when they're still eating, right? Hey, don't forget, it's a few ways you can do it. Hey, don't forget, save a little room for dessert, right? We have an awesome whatever, insert description, not just a list, right? Or my favorite dessert is vanilla bean ice cream, and I juice it up a little bit. This is not on the menu, but I put a little drizzle of caramel and some walnuts on top because I love nuts, right? So you suggest something specific. My favorite dessert is this. A lot of my guests like this, and then describe it in as much detail as you can. Some places have displays of the dessert that you can take to the table, right? Do that. Again, don't wait till the last minute. Do it. People eat with their eyes, right? As well as with their appetite. So if you see something that looks beautiful and looks like it tastes good, you're like, I might want to try that. I might not even finish it. I might share it with somebody at the table, or I might take a couple bites, take the rest home, right? But if you don't offer, you never know. So the meal doesn't end with the dessert, which is another common mistake that people make. It's not over. It's not over. So we're going for the perfect check. Perfect check continues after dessert. You want to go for an after dinner drink, right? What's an after dinner drink? It could be a coffee. It could be a Bailey's and cream. It could be hot toddy. It could be really anything. There's usually a specific types. It could be a dessert wine if someone is having dessert. If you have a wine heavy menu and you have a nice dessert wine, something light, something sweet, to complement the dessert that they're having. Make sure you know one or two suggestions is right off the top. So hit all these points, bang, 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 bang. You got a perfect check. Perfect check means more money paid out, more money paid to you, my servers. So make sure you're hitting all those points. And a lot of things are applicable to each course, right? So the same way I talked about specifically mentioning a dessert that you like, that's your favorite, that your guests love. My number one seller is this, right? You want to do that same thing for the appetizer, right? Don't just say, come to the table. Don't be an order taker. Don't just come to the table. Hey, my name is Tasha. Can I start you off with something to drink? Wrong, right? So it's, hey, my name is Tasha. Just want you to let you know really quick. We have some awesome appetizers to get you started with your meal. And then bang, 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 right? List them. As you're thinking about what appetizer you'd like to have, I'll go ahead and get you started with something to drink. Might I suggest, boom, 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 right? And when you make that suggestion, you're going for go for the money, right? Mention those high dollar, high ticket items, things without refills. If somebody wants a Coke, they're going to tell you. If somebody wants a sweet tea, they're going to tell you. But they might not know about, the awesome local craft beer that you have that no one else in the area carries, right? Or whatever. So if you don't throw it out there, they'll never know. So don't forget, y'all. Bang, bang. Perfect check is the goal. Until next time, keep hacking.